Page 76, Play It Pretty duet. I love duets with expectations, so we're going to play this pretty. And there's a lot to this, so I'll play part one and then I'll explain it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before I even start to play it pretty, which I hope I do play it pretty, I look at the form. We have a little different type of a form here where we have an A section with a repeat. And instead of having a first and second ending, all we do is we play the repeat and then go on to the last two measures of our A section. Our A section really is 6 measures repeated. Again, those 6 measures and going on to the last 2 measures on the second line. Our B section goes all the way down to DS al coda, that's 8 measures, going back to the sign, which is at the first measure. And the usual thing that happens when you have a DS and you have a repeat sign, you do not play the repeat sign when you go back to the DS. So we play just those 6 measures on the first line and second line once and dropping down to the coda. You might want to listen to the first part again and look at it and follow it with the music and see the form and listen to it. We're starting with a pickup note. So we're starting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And what I did a little differently with this melody in the first section, in the A section, I played it differently. I played the notes the same with my left hand, but a couple of times I did not pick the next note. I hammered on. I did a hammer on. So one of the times I did this. Notice I didn't pick it, the D. I went. I can use that as my expression on this piece in getting a different sound, in not picking every single note. Notice I haven't done any hammer-ons before. The main thing is to be able to pick every note and then choose when you want to do a hammer-on, or sometimes I might do a slide right into the next note. But first, you should be able to play it. Then you might want to go. Make sure you count all the ties. We're having ties over bar lines. In your third measure, you have a half note G going to the first beat of the fourth measure tied to G. Again, we go 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. Never count 1, 2, 3. If it's over the bar line, make sure you always remember where 1 is. Keep the meter the same. So it would be 3, 4, 1. At the end of it, remember, we haven't retarded because they're duets. And I'm playing them one at a time. But what I did was that I retarded within that structure of the 2 beats a phrase, so I still came in on 1 of the last chord in the last measure. So I made sure I stretched out the time, but I made sure I came in on 1 of the last measure. Listen to that and see how I did that. Your turn to practice this.